Well, Jekyll and Hyde, the 1990 musical, loosely based on the 1886 Gothic novella Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. Originally conceived for the stage by Frank Wildhorn and Steve Cuden, and features music by Frank Wildhorn and a book by Leslie Bercuse and lyrics by all of them. After a world premiere in Houston, Texas, the musical embarked on a national tour of the United States prior to its Broadway debut in 1997. And since then, there have been many international productions in all sorts of languages all over the world, hopefully in languages that they spoke in the countries they were in at the time. I have no idea. And 2 subsequent North American tours, and 2 tours in the United Kingdom. And there's been a concert version, a revamped US tour in 2012, ahead of a Broadway revival in 2013, and an Australian concert version in 2019. And every single one of those versions is subtly different from the others. The overall story is the same, but you could say that the show has transformed more often than its titular character. As it opens, we are introduced to John Utterson and Sir Danvers Carew, both associates of Dr. Henry Jekyll. Utterson was Jekyll's lawyer and best friend, and Sir Danvers is Jekyll's future father-in-law. The 2 gentlemen take us back some time to find Jekyll in an insane asylum, singing over his comatose father. And to share that with us is Mr. Dan Franklin, singing Lost in the Darkness.
Lost in the darkness, silence surrounds you. Once there was morning, now endless night. If I could reach you, I'd guide you, I'd teach you to walk from the darkness back into the light. Deep in your silence, oh please try to hear me. I'll keep you near me till night passes by. I will find the answer. I'll never desert you. I promise you this till the day that I die. Desert you, I promise you this till the day that I die.
Dan Franklin, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Jekyll believes that the evil in his father's soul has caused his illness. And Jekyll tells us about his passion to find out why man is both good and evil in his attempts to separate the good from the evil. And sometime after that, the rich and the poor of 19th century London describe how people act as they want others to see them, no matter who they really are on the inside. Afterwards, Jekyll presents a research proposal to the Board of Governors of St. Jude's Hospital. There's a bunch of people on the Board of Governors, and all you really need to know is that they all, with a couple of exceptions, embody the Victorian ideal of appearing good on the outside while being completely rotten on the inside. When Jekyll proposes to test his theory and his formula on a human subject, presumably his father, they reject the proposal with cries of sacrilege and lunacy and blasphemy and heresy, voting 5-0 with Danvers as the abstention. That is not going to happen. Utterson tries to calm Jekyll down, knowing that he is obsessed with his father's condition. Jekyll feels that he could save those who have fallen into the same darkness. Well, Utterson urges his friend, if he feels right about his theory, he should absolutely continue and pursue the truth. Later that night, a group of high society Londoners turn up at Sir Danvers' residence in Regent's Park, which, because we're reinforcing a theme here, has a very well-maintained facade. So Sir Danvers throws a showy engagement party for his daughter Emma, and Dr. Jekyll is, late as usual. And the guests, including the Board of Governors and Stride, they mention how they're so worried about Emma being engaged to a madman, but Sir Danvers and Emma back up Jekyll. Stride, now ostensibly out of concern for Emma's future, her prospects with Jekyll, but actually because he actually harbors feelings for her himself, tries to talk her out of it. But she turns him down, saying she feels she can be who she wants to be with Jekyll. So Jekyll, arriving late just before everybody goes out to see fireworks, he shares a moment with Emma. And though he warns her he may always be busy with his work, Emma swears she will be beside him through it all. And sharing that moment with us, Dani and Nora Roque singing Take Me As I Am.
Sometimes I see past the horizon shore of my way, where I am going, but where's the prize I have my eyes on, where there is just no knowing, and when despair tears me in two, who can I turn to but you? You know who I am. Take me as I am.
Look in my eyes, who do you see there? Someone you know, or just a stranger? If you were wise, you will see me there. Love is the only danger. Love meaning me, love meaning you, will make that one dream come true. You know who I am. Take me as I am.
Though fate won't always do what we desire, still we can set the world on fire. Give me your hand, give me your heart, swear to me we'll never part. You know who I am.
You know who I am.
This is who I am. Take me as I am.
Sir Danvers returns as Jekyll leaves and expresses to Emma that he considers Jekyll like a son to him, but finds it difficult to tolerate his behavior at the cost of losing his daughter. Emma assures him that he will never lose her, and they should not be afraid to let go. Jekyll and Utterson later go to the dregs of Camden Town, known as the Red Rat, for Jekyll's bachelor party. The prostitute Lucy Harris arrives late and is in some trouble for that with her boss, known as Spider, but she dismisses that for now. And despite her position in life, she seemed to be kind-hearted and well-liked by her co-workers, but she has moments of contemplation about her life. And to express that to us, Miss Stephanie Gerson, singing No One Knows.
Tell me who I am, why I am what I am. Call me a fool, and it's true I am. I don't know who I am. It's such a shame. Such a sham. No one knows who I am. Am I the face of the future? Am I the face of the past? Am I the one who must finish? Look at me and tell me who I am, why I am what I am. Will I survive? Who will give a damn if no one knows who I am? Nobody knows, not even you. No one knows who I
Guinevere, the German manager of the Red Rat, breaks Lucy's reverie and sends her out on stage to do her number, which captivates Jekyll. And captivating Jekyll for us tonight, Miss Wendy Walker with Bring On the Men.
There was a time, I don't know when, I didn't have much time for men. But this is now, and that was then. I'm learning. A girl alone, on her own, must try to have a heart of stone. So I tried not to make it known my yearning. I try to show I have no need. I really do. I don't succeed. So let's bring on the men and let the fun begin. A little touch of sin. Why wait another minute? Step this way. It's time for us to play. We may not pass this way again. Let's let's waste no more time. Bring on the men. I always knew, I always said that silken lace in black and red can drive a man right off his head. It's easy. So many men, so little time. I want them all. Is that a crime? I don't know why they say that I'm too easy. They make me laugh, they make me cry, they make me sick. So God knows why. We say bring on the men and let the fun begin. A little touch of sin, why wait another minute? Step this way, it's time for us to play. We may not pass this way again, let's waste no more time. Bring on the men. They break your heart, they steal your soul, take you apart, and yet they somehow make you whole. So what's the game? I suppose a rose by any other name. The perfume and the pricks the same. I like to have a man for breakfast each day. I'm very social and I like it that way. By late mid-morning I need something to munch. So I ask over 2 men for lunch. And men are mad about my afternoon teas. They're quite informal, I just do it to please. Those triple sandwiches are my favorite ones. I'm also very partial to buns. My healthy appetite gets stronger at night. My at-home dinners are my men friends' delight. When I invite the fellas over to dine, they all come early, in bed by 9. So let's bring on the men and let the fun begin. A little touch of sin, why wait another minute? Step this way, it's time for us to play. We may not pass this way again, let's waste no more time. Bring on the men.
After the number, Lucy begins to circulate among the clientele, and Spider, her boss, approaches Lucy and, after just smacking her straight across the face, threatens to kill her if she is late again. Jekyll approaches Lucy after witnessing Spider's actions and intends to help her as Utterson is led away by another bar girl. And in our version, Lucy gets to sing another song. So joining us now, Miss Dani Kerry St. Germain with Good and Evil.
Good and evil have their merits. Men have argued through history as well they should. My philosophy, any child can see, good is evil, and therefore all evil is good. Evil's well, good, not so good. Evil's the one that is free everywhere. Good is the one that they sell. You must decide which is heaven, which is hell. Good men maintain evil's a curse, but it is plain good's even worse. Evil's the one that they tell you to shun. Good is the one to embrace. Say that and Satan will laugh right in your face. The battle between good and evil goes back to the start. Adam and Eve and the apple tore Eden apart. The key thing about good and evil, each man has to choose. Heaven and hell is a hell of a gamble to lose. And as I peruse this world we abuse, it's hell that we choose, and heaven must lose. Evil is everywhere, good doesn't have a prayer. Good is commendable, evil's dependable. Evil is viable, good's unreliable. Good may be thankable, evil is bankable. Evil's for me, you can have good. Doesn't suit me to be Robin Hood. It's easier by far with the way that things are to remain good at evil than trying to be evil and good.
Jekyll and Lucy are drawn to each other, and Jekyll admits that Lucy's song has helped him find the answer to his experiment. Utterson reemerges, and Jekyll tells Lucy that he must be on his way, but before he goes, he gives Lucy his visiting card and asks her to see him should she ever need a friend. As Utterson and Jekyll arrive at Jekyll's home, Jekyll is in a great mood and tells Utterson that he has found a subject for his experiments. Utterson recommends that Jekyll go straight to his bed, and you know what? He splits. And Jekyll dismisses his butler, Poole, for the night and proceeds to his laboratory, excited that the moment has come to conduct his experiment. Conducting that experiment, Douglas Ullman Jr. singing "This Is the Moment."
This is the moment, this is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment, this is the time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of my dreaming, scheming and screaming become one. This is the day, see it sparkle and shine, when all I've lived for becomes mine. For all these years I faced the world alone, and now the time has come to prove to them I've made it on my own. This is the moment, my final test. As Dani beckoned, I never reckoned second best. I won't look down, I must not fall. This is the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment, they want the
Keeping tabs on the experiment in his journal, Jekyll mixes his chemicals to create his formula HJ7, and he, depending on which show you're seeing, either injects it or drinks it. And after a minute of the potion's side effect, just writhing in pain, he is taken over by an alternate, aggressive personality. He notes in his journal some slight personality changes, and gleefully goes out and roams the streets, taking in the sights and sounds of London while tormenting innocent bystanders, which includes an abusive encounter with Lucy. Jekyll's alternate personality gives himself a name, Edward Hyde. And we'll meet him now, singing Alive, Mr. Alex Suarez.
Power and drive I've never known. I feel alive. Where does this feeling of power derive? Making me know why I'm alive. Like the night, it's a secret, sinister, dark, and unknown. I do not know what I seek, yet I'll sing it alone. I have a thirst that I cannot deprive. Never have I felt so alive. There is no battle I couldn't survive. Feeling like this, feeling alive. Like the moon, an enigma, lost and alone in the night. Damned by some heavenly stigma, but blazing with light. It's the feeling of being alive, filled with evil but truly alive. It's the truth that cannot be denied. It's the feeling of being Edward Hyde. Wait, what's this? Sweet miss, I thought I had lost you. It's fate, what bliss. Sweet miss, your folly will cost you dear. My dear, you'll see, you'll never escape me. I'm here, I fear, and you will pay dear, my animals trapped behind bars at the zoo need to run rampant and free. Predators live on the prey they pursue. This time the predators are me. Lust like a raging desire fills my whole soul with its curse. Burning with primitive fire, berserk and perverse. Tonight I'll plunder heaven blind, steal from all the gods tonight. I'll take from all mankind, conquer all the odds, and I feel I'll live on forever with Satan himself by my side, and I'll show the world that tonight and forever the name to the name Edward Hyde. What a feeling to be so alive. I have never seen me so alive. Such a feeling of evil inside. That's the feeling of being Edward Hyde, and this feeling of being alive. There's a new world I seek of alive. It's a truth that cannot be denied. There's no feeling like being Edward Hyde.
Well, a week later, no one has heard anything from Jekyll. Emma, Sir Danvers, and Utterson ask Poole where he is, but Emma decides to leave and believes Jekyll will come for her after his work is finished. After Emma and Sir Danvers leave, Poole tells Utterson that Jekyll has been locked in his lab all this time, and that he has heard strange sounds from the lab. Jekyll, who seems distraught, emerges and impatiently sends Poole to fetch some chemicals for him. Utterson confronts Jekyll about his bizarre behavior, but Jekyll brushes this off. Instead, He gives Utterson 3 letters, one for Emma, another for her father, and one for Utterson himself should Jekyll become ill or disappear. Suspicious, concerned, Utterson warns Jekyll not to let his work take over his life. Meanwhile, Emma and Sir Danvers argue about the prudence of Emma's marriage to a man who seems to be falling into an ever-deepening abyss. Emma again tells her father that she understands that Jekyll's work is important, saying that his work is nothing more. After Utterson departs, Lucy arrives at Jekyll's residence with a nasty bruise on her back. As Jekyll treats her wound, she tells him a man named Hyde inflicted it. Jekyll is stunned by this revelation, but hides it. Feeling compassion for Jekyll for being kind to her, Lucy kisses him, and disturbed by his own actions, Jekyll leaves Lucy, who wonders about her love for him. Showing us that wondering right now, we welcome Miss Stephanie Renee Wall singing Someone Like You.
I peer through windows, watch life go by, dream of tomorrow and wonder why the past is holding me, keeping life at bay. I wander lost in yesterday, wanting to fly, but scared to try. But if
Later, the Bishop of Basingstoke is a member of the Board of Governors, who we also saw at the party earlier. We see the Bishop of Basingstoke after a meeting with an underage attendant. And he's confronted by Hyde, who proceeds to beat him to death with a sword stick with a heavy pewter knob. And, you know, he isn't dead enough, because then he gleefully sets the body on fire. End of Act 1. Act 2, Utterson and Sir Danvers speak to the audience once again of past events with Jekyll. And Utterson begins to feel that he was not able to help his poor client and friend, while Danvers senses that something was horribly wrong with his work, as he had not been seen or heard from in weeks. The citizens of London gossip about the bishop's murder as Hyde hunts down and kills General Glossop, Sir Proops, Lady Beaconsfield, and Lord Savage. This is everybody that voted against him during the Board of Governors. By now, all five of them who rejected his proposal, they're dead. Later one night, Emma lets herself into Jekyll's laboratory. She finds his journal open and reads one of his entries. Jekyll enters and immediately closes the journal, preventing her from learning what he has become. Emma can see he is distraught. She professes her love for him and begs him to confide in her. And we welcome Miss Heather McMasters Orosco singing Once Upon a Dream.
Once upon a dream, I was lost in love's embrace. There I found a perfect place. Once upon a dream, once there was a time like no other time before. Hope was still an open door. Once upon a dream, and I was unafraid. The world was so exciting, but now I see it fade, and I am here alone. Once upon a dream, you were heaven sent to me, but it wasn't meant to be. Now you're just a dream. Could we begin again? Once upon a dream.
Jekyll tells her nothing of his work, but says he still loves her. And after Emma leaves, Jekyll writes in his journal that Hyde has taken a heavy toll on him and those around him, and that the transformations are now occurring of their own accord. His entry is interrupted when Utterson arrives at the lab, looking for the identity of Jekyll's sole heir, Hyde, referred to in Jekyll's letter. Jekyll only tells him that Hyde is a colleague involved in the experiment. Utterson can see that his friend is desperately ill and agrees to obtain the rest of the chemicals that Jekyll requires. Jekyll, once again alone, begins to face the fact that Hyde is a part of him. And at the same time, both Lucy and Emma wonder about their love for the same man. Singing that duet for us now, Stephanie Renee Wall and Jamie Carganilla with In His Eyes.
I sit and watch the rain and see my tears run down the window pane. I sit and watch the sky, and I can hear it breathe a sigh. I think of him, how we were, and when I think of him, then I remember. In his eyes I can see where my heart longs to be. In his eyes I see a gentle glow, and that's where I'll be safe, I know. Safe in his arms, close to his heart, but I don't know quite where to start. Looking in his eyes, will I see beyond tomorrow? By looking in his eyes, will I see beyond the sorrow that I feel? Will his eyes reveal to me promises or lies? But he can't conceal from me the love in his eyes. I know their every look. His eyes. They're like an open book. His eyes. But most of all, the look that hypnotized me. If I'm wise, I will walk away and gladly. But sadly, I'm not wise. It's hard to talk away the memories that you prize. Love is worth forgiving for. Now I realize everything worth living for is there in his eyes. Love is worth forgiving for. Now I realize everything worth living for is there in his
I might need a minute. Wow. Okay. At the Red Hat, Nellie and Lucy consider their profession and why they keep doing it. And then Lucy is visited by Hyde, who tells her that he's going away for a while. And he warns her to never leave him. Lucy's terrified, but seems to be held under just an animalistic control. And we'll experience that now, ladies and gentlemen, with Dangerous Game, Mr. and Mrs. Paul and Jamie Carganilla.
I feel your fingers cold on my shoulder, your chilling touch as it runs down my spine. sound of your voice, at the moment your eyes meet mine. I am out of my mind, I am out of control, full of feelings I can't define.
It's a sin with no name,
Like a hand in a flame,
and our senses proclaim it's a
dangerous game.
A darker dream that has no ending. It's so unreal, you believe that it's true. A dance of death out of a mystery tale. The frightened princess doesn't know what to do. Will the ghosts go away? Will she will them to stay? Either way, there's no way to win.
All I know is I'm lost, and I'm counting the cost. My emotions are in a spin. It's no who's to blame.
It's a crime and a shame,
But it's true all the same.
It's a
dangerous game.
no
One speaks, not one word.
but
What
words
words
are in our eyes.
Silence speaks, loud and clear.
All the
Words we don't want to hear. At the touch of your hand, at the sound of your voice, at the moment your eyes meet mine,
I am losing my mind, I am losing control, fighting feelings I can't define.
It's a sin with no name.
No remorse and no shame, fire, fury, and flame.
And the devil's to blame.
And the angels proclaim. It's the dangerous
They leave together, and Spider addresses the Red Rat attendants, warning them to always be aware of what dangers lie for them in the East End. Utterson comes to Jekyll's lab with the rest of the chemicals in a secret envelope, and discovers Hyde, who informs him that the doctor is not available tonight. Utterson refuses to leave the package with anyone but his friend, demands to know where he is. Hyde replies that even if he told him, Utterson would not believe him, and Utterson insists on seeing Jekyll, threatening to alert the police otherwise. Hyde angrily attempts to attack Utterson, who threatens him with his sword stick. And trapped, Hyde injects the formula into himself, roaring with laughter as he reverts to Jekyll in front of an appalled Utterson. Jekyll tells Utterson that Hyde must be destroyed, whatever the cost. He then begs Utterson to deliver money for Lucy so she can escape to safety. As Utterson leaves, Jekyll mixes in chemicals and injects a new formula, fearing that he might lose himself forever and praying that he can restore his former life. Singing the way back, we welcome Mr. Zane Gerson.
Somehow I have to get back to the place where my journey started. Find the course I charted when I first departed. Somehow I have to hang on to the vision that first inspired me, to the hope that fired me when the world admired me. A my way back to that higher ground and see the view I saw before. I'll search the world until the answer's found, turn my despair around forevermore. Somehow I've got to rebuild all the dreams that the winds had scattered from what fate had shattered. I'll redream what mattered. Somehow I've got to go on till the evil has been defeated, till my work's completed. I will not be cheated. God must help me carry on when it seems all hope has gone. I have got to carry on.
Utterson visits Lucy at the Red Rat with the money, along with a letter from Jekyll that entreats her to leave town and start a new life elsewhere. After Utterson leaves, Lucy wonders of the possibilities ahead. Singing A New Life, we welcome back Miss Jamie Carganilla.
A new life, what I wouldn't give to have a new life. One thing I have learned as I go through life, nothing is for free along the way. A new start, that's the thing I need to give me a new heart. Have a chance in life to find a new part. Just a simple role that I can play. A new something to convince me to renew hope. A new day, bright enough to help me find my way. A new chance, one that maybe has a touch of romance. Where can it be? The chance for me. A new dream. I have one I know that very few dream. I would like to see that overdue dream, even though it never may come true. A new love, though I know there's no such thing as true love. Even so, although I never knew is my doom. A new
Just then, Hyde returns. Seeing the letter from Jekyll, he tells Lucy that he and the doctor are very close and that they share everything. In some versions, Hyde reveals that he feels that Lucy has betrayed him by being in love with Jekyll and by going to see him every day. And then he calls Lucy over to him, holds her very close, and as he holds Lucy softly so that she does not suspect it, he slowly, angrily, savagely just stabs her multiple times before slitting her throat. The vile murderer runs off, laughing, just as the Red Rat attendants find Lucy's body, carry her out on a stretcher. Covered in Lucy's blood, Jekyll returns to his laboratory and faces off with Hyde in a final battle for control. In bringing us that confrontation, Mr. Paul Carganilla.
Lost in the darkness, silence surrounds you. Once there was morning, now endless night. I will find the answer. I'll never desert you. I promise you this till the day that I... Do you really think that I would ever let you go? Do you think I'd ever set you free? If you do, I'm sad to say, it simply isn't so. You'll never get away from me. All that you are is a face in the mirror. I close my eyes and you'll disappear. I'm what you face when you face in the mirror. Long as you live, I will still be here. All that you are is the end of a nightmare. All that you are is a dying scream. After tonight, I shall end this demon dream. This is not a dream, my friend. This will never end. This one is the nightmare that goes on. Hyde is here to stay, no matter what you may pretend. And he'll flourish long after you're gone. Soon you will die and my silence will hide you. You cannot choose but to lose control. You can't control me, I live deep inside you. Each day you'll feel me devour your soul. I don't need you to survive like you need me. I'll become whole as you dance with death. And I'll rejoice as you breathe your final breath. For I'll live inside you forever. No! With Satan himself by my side. No! And I'll know that now and forever they'll never be able to separate Jekyll from Hyde. Can't you see it's over now? It's time to die. No, not I, only you. If I die, you'll die too. You'll die in me, I'll be you. Damn you, Hyde, set me free. Can't you see you are me? No! Deep inside, I am you. You are Hyde. No, never. Yes, forever. Damn you, Hyde. Take all your evil deeds and rot in hell. I'll see you there, Jekyll. Never!
Later, Utterson tells us, the audience, that Jekyll gave up on his task of finding the truth, condemning his father to the darkness. Yet, As Sir Danvers would put it, the doctor returns at the sound of wedding bells. And indeed, weeks later, Jekyll seems to have regained control as he and Emma stand before the priest at their wedding in St. Anne's Church. As the minister begins the ceremony, Jekyll doubles over in pain and transforms into Hyde. Hyde then kills Stride, I guess at the wedding, before taking Emma hostage. At the sound of Emma's pleading voice, Jekyll is able to regain momentary control, and he begs Utterson to kill him. But Utterson cannot bring himself to harm his friend. Desperate, Jekyll impales himself on Utterson's swordstick. There isn't a strong tradition in this country, neither literally nor figuratively, of falling on one's sword, nor does there seem to be any indication that those who would most benefit society by resurrecting the custom have the self-awareness to realize that it would be both good and proper, and perhaps even necessary, that they do so. The story examines the duality of man through the lens of Victorian society. It's the inward struggle between good and evil while maintaining the facade of respectability, how we behave in public versus what we get up to in private. Is it any wonder that the story resonates today in a time when so many monsters among us are no longer afraid to show us who they are on the inside? If this story offers us any hope at all, it's only in its last bittersweet image. Emma, weeping softly, finally free of Hyde's control, as Jekyll dies.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for a Frank Romeo. Give it up for Frank. And any cast or crew member from the entire night who is still here, hop on in here. Cast and crew of Paulie's Online Variety Show number 42. Jump on in. Where are you all at?
I lost the corset. I'm in a sweatshirt. I got my drink. Well done, everybody. Cheers. You guys killed it.
That's how it's going.
Can't get my hair out. Yep. Fine. It's sweatshirt
If
time.
you're at home, give it up for our performers tonight.
Yeah. Good night.
Those were some fresh tracks.
So much fun. So many thanks to everybody who had any type of participation in the show tonight. Any part of the show. It's just so much fun. So amazing that we can still bring some live entertainment. There's Sam up in Lake Kachuma. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Craig. There's Craig. Give it up for Craig. Working the tech tonight. Give it up for Sam. Give it up for all these performers. Thank you guys so much.